be on, and I'll record it. Flux is for the sleeping, for you to download. And then Headspace was more of like a meditation app that I was using, and it walks you through like sleeping meditation. And it's not like all like that kind of stuff. It just helps to like calm your mind and stop like all the crazy thoughts. Cause that's like one of my big things for me is like, I'll lay in bed and just think and think and think and think and think about what I have to do tomorrow. But he gives like some really good tips of things to do. Like you can do that like right before you sleep, but he also gives you some like techniques to do in bed of like things to specifically think about that will then kind of quiet your mind. So that's helped for me. And then also doing an Epsom salt bath before bed, and that kind of all the I don't know if it's like it is magnesium. And then also magnesium calm. I have that, and you can just put that in water and drink that before you go to bed.
Okay. What is it? Magnesium calm?
Yeah, let me go get it. I'll show you.
Okay.
So it's this.
Okay.
Some are called natural calm or magnesium calm. I think this is better than taking even melatonin, because even melatonin can have even though it's like natural like stuff, it can still kind of mess with you, because then you're still kind of, you have that dependency on it is what I'm trying to say. But when I was in the habit, and I think that's the key, is getting into a habit of like kind of like doing the whole bath thing before night and like doing the meditating thing. It really does work. It's just about finding that routine with it and sticking with it. I don't know if that helps you.
We'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, anything is kind of worth trying. Is there anything like, is there extra added stress you think this time of year that or anything else that's been changing for you?
I don't know. I'm very sensitive to a lot of things, so I didn't know if it was like the change in the diet, because I actually started being very good following the diet plan. Stop it. So I don't know if it was a change in the diet just keeping me up. I had more energy. So I don't know.
I would say like definitely take your Shakeology before at least noon.
Okay.
If that's the case. Are you having any caffeine?
I don't drink caffeine at all, no.
Okay. How about like when you have your like your yellows or your fruits?
I usually try to do those in the afternoon. Well, fruit I do in the morning, and then the yellows I do it in the afternoon, like around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
All right. You can always play around and kind of switch those up, and maybe have the carb in the morning and maybe your fruits in the afternoon, and see if that helps. Or even, like, I know it kind of goes against eating after 9 or eating after 7, whatever kind of rule you're following. But I even used to do like banana and peanut butter before bed, and sometimes that can help to stabilize your sugar levels too, because if you have like a sugar spike, that can help to kind of calm it down a little bit.
Gotcha.
So you can try that too.
All right, I'll just play with it a little bit.
Yeah. Let us know how that works for you. And I think, and another good tip that I learned too is that everyone's body does this at 1 a.m. in the morning, regardless of like what time zone you're in. Your body does like this, I don't know what they call it, some sort of like flush. And if you're not in like deep sleep at 1 p.m., that does not happen. So then it, like for the next day, it keeps you even like more like wound up. It's something. Google it. You'll find it. So my point to that was getting to bed, like laying in bed at 10 and hopefully falling asleep by like 10:30 will get you into that deep sleep by 1. So, start with the routine of, doing the bath with the Epsom salts, get that Headspace app, and then try and do that at like 9. So then by 10, you're kind of like in bed, and then maybe that deep sleep at 1 o'clock will kind of help you to redo your system,
Okay.
Cool. Who's on the phone?
Hey, it's Meg.
Hey.
Hey,
I
sorry.
thought it was you.
It's me.
You're not just getting home from work, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Bummer. Uber.
I know. So I'm on my cell.
All right, that works. Hey, you showed up. So Lauren just had some questions about sleeping, so that's what we were kind of talking about. Since Patty's on, I'll kind of do your snacks, right? That's what you're.
Yeah.
What are you having now?
So now I'm doing like apples and like almond butter, or cottage cheese and fruit, and then doing the tomatoes and cucumber mix that you had like given us for like the 3-day refresh. I love that. So do that, or like and veggies. So like I've been doing that for like 3 weeks now, and I was like, a little bit of a variety to like throw in every once in a while. So but I was flipping through the book I just got today, so there are some good ones in here. So I was excited about that, but I didn't know any that you had that were like kind of your favorites that you kind of tend to go to.
In the summertime, I go for I make this banana pop mold with peanut butter. So I get like all like bananas, I throw it into like my Vitamix with like a scoop of peanut butter, and then I blend it, and then I put it in the popsicle mold, and then it's called cacao nibs. So it's chocolate, but it doesn't have like the sugar added to chocolate. So not that it's bitter, but like you can't like shove a whole thing of them in your mouth like you can with chocolate. But it gives you like just that right hint of chocolate. So I make that in the summer, and then now it's like baby food. I like mash up the banana, and instead of freezing it, I just mix it with peanut butter and put the cacao nibs on top. And I would say like more than like 5 days out of the week, like that is my snack. Like I'm bad with variety. So you asking me for more recipe has kind of pushed me to kind of test things out myself and to find other things, because not everyone's like me. Like everyone does need that variety. Lauren, what do you have for a snack?
I usually just grab fruit for the snack. That's usually what I'm grabbing. But that's berries and stuff like that. I stay away from like apples and all that. Too acidic for me.
Too acidic for you.
Yeah.
Megan, what do you do?
So when I am in a pinch, my work keeps a really good stock of snacks. So I will grab a heart skim mozzarella string cheese, and then I'll do that with unsalted nuts. Or I will do the unsalted nuts with a banana, because that tends to give me a lot of energy. And I'll do that especially if I left my workout to after work. The mixture of the banana and the nuts, especially pistachios, just like revs me up with energy.
It is really good though.
So yeah. So that's generally what I do. And then I recently, Patty, I've been doing the almond butter that you just gave me, which I love.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, Patty, where did you get that?
I'll put a link on the group page. It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that with apples. That's awesome.
It's like crack. It's bad. Like portion. Like, okay, this is all I get today. And we're good.
And I would say too, like for snacks, if sometimes I don't even like say it's a snack. Sometimes it's just like another meal. Like, so I'll do like a sushi thing, or I'll just have like a bite of like leftover like chicken and veggies. So not that it's like what we term as a snack, but that would be something that like I would have at like the 4 o'clock time when I'm kind of feeling like I need something. I do have a really good, I don't know if I posted it, but I used to make this cashew pudding. I know it sounds like kind of weird. Did I post that in the page?
I don't think so.
It's really simple. You just get a bunch of cashews, you soak them for like, I don't know, like an hour or two, or maybe overnight. And then you just blend it with like vanilla extract and something else. And it tastes like so good, and just like leave it in the fridge, and you can like, put it on bananas or apples, or just have it plain, or just have it by itself. And that's like something that's a little bit different, not something you necessarily or have every day.
No, I'll have to know that.
Yeah, and I'll try and find more things, more recipes, or more like snack recipes, like a quick thing to throw in there. I don't know if you guys knew, and I'm sorry, Meg, that you kind of can't see this, but I'm just going to share my screen really quick. It was on my other computer, but the Beachbody blog, I don't know if you guys have been to it. You don't have to like have Beachbody on demand or anything. But this is where I've been pulling out all those recipes, Patty.
I noticed that. I linked it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I know, and I'm like, because like you can go on Google and like do all that stuff, but I'm like, this stuff is like just so simple, and it's kind of like it already gives you like the containers.
That's what I love about it. It's like, oh, this is what it equals in containers. I was like, perfect.
Yeah, and I'm just like, duh, like why don't I just go here? So it's just Google Beachbody blog, and then it'll come up with a lot of stuff. And they really do have like cheats and treats, cooking tips, and I'm sure Lauren, with the wellness, they have like, I've seen like sleeping stuff on there too, so that might be good. But you know what's really good, Patty? I've made like Shakeology balls.
Oh, I think those were in her book.
Yes. And those make really good snacks. Like sometimes like when I fly and stuff, just bringing those in like a Ziploc bag, they'll hold up pretty well. Like for most part, you do kind of need to refrigerate them, but if you're taking them out for a day and going to eat them,
And they're fine.
then they come out pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's good to know that, they're a good travel snack.
Yeah, and then there's like other balls, like besides like using Shakeology, that I think you can make that would make kind of like good snacks on the go. And then for the people who do have Beachbody on demand, let me just sign in really quick. There's a Fixate cooking channel that's on here. And she does like more, I think she does like more fancier things, but there are like treats and desserts on here too. So if you go like up at the top where it says programs and just go to recipes, she'll like show you how to make like all this stuff. And I think she did like a lot of stuff for like Christmas and holidays and holiday recipes. So, ooh, Shakeology yogurt pudding. That looks good. That would be a good snack. So this is a really good place to find recipes too. And then if you have Beachbody on demand as well, like you can go through all the programs and get the meal plan for each program. So even if you're not doing, let me pick something. Like even if you're not doing 22-minute hardcore, you click on it and then you can just get the nutrition guide from here. And then they'll have recipes as you kind of go through. It's all using the same portion control containers. They just have different recipes and different like snacks and stuff. If you scroll down to the bottom a little bit, you can get some good stuff in here. Let me see if I can, yeah, meal ideas. So they'll give you different recipes in here too. All right, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, the Beachbody Challenge contest. So the reason why I make sure that everyone takes their before and after pictures, oh, there's Megan, is you can send in your pictures regardless if you lost no weight or whatever, and just at least get your free t-shirt. So let me share my screen again, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And not enough people do this, and it's like, at least like put your info in and get a free t-shirt. We've had one person on our team win $500. They do like Beachbody does like monthly like prize money giveaways for it. But everyone gets a free t-shirt. So if you just hover over the Beachbody challenge and click on, I think it's challenge contest, and then enter my results now. And then just put in your information. It asks you what program you are doing, and then it'll ask you like what size t-shirt you want, and then hit next. So you can do that every 30 days. So if you're doing a different program every month, put in for it. So I know like I've had a lot of challengers that will kind of like wait and say, no, I want to put it in like when I get to my end result or something like that. And I'm like, nah, just like keep putting it in, and you can keep putting in the same before picture and then put in a different after picture. You know, it doesn't matter. Just throw it in, like you never know, you might win some money. At least you get a free t-shirt for it. So definitely put that in. Plateauing. I know after 30 days, people get kind of bored, whether it's with their food or with their workouts. I highly suggest having a plan, meaning like, what are you going to be doing after the workout you're doing now? I think it's okay to do like 2 rounds of something. So like I've done like kind of 2 rounds of core to core. So I did like the regular base package and then added the deluxe, so like a few of the harder workouts in. But after this, so like next week, I'm going to start something brand new. So if like Patty, you're doing country heat, I think there are deluxe workouts. So the second month you can kind of add those in. But after that, I would say let's move you on to something else. And see how you can kind of intensify the workout too. So whether it's like you're pushing yourself a little bit harder, or I know that they don't kind of like have ankle weights or arm weights on in the videos, but think of just some other way that you can kind of make it more difficult for you. But definitely, Lauren, what workout are you doing?
21-day fix extreme.
And you've done that before, right?
Actually, no, I haven't done extreme before.
Nice. I love that program. I don't think for me, it's not too hard with cardio, but it has like that good enough like strength training in there that you kind of get a break, that you can kind of breathe for 5 seconds every minute. But I would say, increase your weight as you can, like try and, once you get towards that like 4th or 3rd week. Mm-hmm. Have you done 2 rounds, or are you on your 3rd week?
This is my 3rd week.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely try and up the weight as much as you can. Not, even if it's like going from a 5 to an 8, like that's what I usually use, is like a 5, 8, and a 10. So if I'm using an 8, I'll try and move up to the 10. It doesn't have to be, moving up in every move, but see if you can kind of move up in a couple of the moves that you feel that you've been stronger at. One of the questions, I believe it was from Jen or Kristen, on motivating yourself. And I would have to say for me, it's definitely personal development. Like Made to Crave was like my first personal development that I did with a challenge group, and I think it went really excellent. Lauren, did you read it?
Yeah, I got halfway through it, and then I kind of stopped.
You got the book. That's half the battle, is just getting the book from Amazon. And I know, Patty, you read it. So if you guys are looking for a little bit more self-motivation, like personal development is my jam. Like I didn't start reading like legit, like not real people books, but besides like 50 Shades of Grey until I kind of started this Beachbody thing. But it really does help to grow your mind, and whether it's fitness or not, or even like with my relationships, like with my husband and my parents, like it would be completely different if I didn't start on that like personal growth journey. A really great one that is like not fitness or whatever related, it's called The Energy Bus, and I can put that in the group. If you guys have Amazon, there's an app called Audible. It's kind of like like Kindle Fire. Like you have to like go onto Amazon to download it, and then you can get it on the app on the Audible. But the Energy Bus is like good for, like, I had my mom and my dad read it or listen to it, and my dad like loved it, and my dad's way out there. I'm Patty can attest to that. But it will just fire you up regardless of kind of like what you need in your life. I think it's just a really good thing to do, especially like in the car. If you have like a long commute like I used to have, kind of switching out just radio, not nonsense. I do like music, but adding that in 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day will really just kind of help to boost yourself and just keep you motivated in life in general. And sometimes I even like bring it in the shower and like put it on the ledge where it doesn't get wet. So at least like kind of multitasking. So if like you're in the laundry or the dishes, just have something going in the background that you're feeding your mind to, and not just feeding your body. You have to feed your mind. And I think personal development is absolutely huge. So Audible has really great audiobooks on there. And then podcasts. I'm just going to pull mine up. Does anyone else listen to like any personal development or podcasts?
No, but I was interested. That was going to be my question to one of my questions to you. So yeah, that would be, I was looking for more like personal development books for sure.
Yeah, definitely the Energy Bus. And I'll send the link because you can get like one Audible for free. If you don't have it yet, I can send that to you. Brendan Bouchard, and I'll write his name in here too. He's really good on motivation, and he has a really good podcast. I have a lot of business ones, so I don't have too many like everyday kind of podcasts, but they're definitely on here. There's another really good guy I can't think of, but I'll kind of make a list in the page of like the good podcasts and some of the personal development books that I've read. The Slight Edge. Let me just pull some. So this one's really good, and I bought it on CD. It's called The Slight Edge. And this one's for like everyday life, about just doing like the little things that make the big difference and not worrying about the big things that overwhelm you. And then The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy has some really good stuff. And I'll put all this stuff on the page if you can't write it down. So yeah, audio, listening, and then meditation. I know it's like funky wonky kind of stuff, but it really does help to kind of clear out your mind. So that Headspace app really helps. And then I went to, I don't know if you guys saw, I went to like Tony Robbins. He's like that big, like tall, crazy, like alien looking guy. I went to one of his seminars in California. It was called Unleash the Power Within. And I went for my business just for like to grow and to kind of get to the next level. But it was really not about my business. It was more about me and getting over like my self-limiting beliefs, because we all have those beliefs that we tell ourselves that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy, that other people are judging us for what we're doing. So we all have, whether we're not confident. So in that seminar, it was like 4 days long, and we like spent like, I don't know, like 14 hours in one seat. It was insane. But he showed you how to kind of stomp all over those limiting beliefs, the crap that you're kind of telling yourself, and getting over that stuff, and finding that energy. It was called Unleash the Power Within. So finding the power within yourself to break through and get to the place that you want to be in your life. So I would say anything Tony Robbins is like pure gold. I started off with Get the Edge. And that was, I got it off, I was a big QVC person. Like I still love QVC. So he was on QVC, and he was promoting his program, Get the Edge. And it was so expensive. It was like $300. And at the time I was like, holy crap, I can't spend that. But then at the same time I was like, I can't spend being another second of how I'm living my life. So I got that. And that was kind of the start of this whole Beachbody thing for me. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have taken this shot, a chance in hell at kind of doing this. So Get the Edge is really awesome by him. And then there's some YouTube videos that he does on how to, he has like a 5-second or 5-minute gratitude. So he'll have you like close your eyes, put your hand over your heart, and then he'll have you think of moments. And I can even start crying just thinking about it. It's so weird. He has you think of like these amazing moments in your life, and you just like compound them one on top of the other, and you do that for 5 minutes. And I swear you'll be like crying like a baby. But if you're in a bad place, that helps you to just be grateful and to think of the amazing things that you do have in your life, even though if right now like you're in a bad spot or something crappy happened today. I'll post that in the page. So if you do that, have a box of tissues by you. What else? There was one more question that I think was in the page. Let me pull that up. I think it was Jen's. All right, so Jen said, I'm always looking for recipe ideas, especially for me at school, lunch. I try not to eat leftovers, even though that's the easiest because I will normally eat leftovers on our busy nights of running kids everywhere. My biggest problem is that I find a lunch that I like and that's all I want to eat, and then I get tired of it after a couple of weeks. So I think she's saying that, like Patty, she gets sick of eating the same things over and over. And that's a struggle because I normally eat the same things over and over, and I'm kind of okay with it. I would say you just need to kind of have a rotation. And I don't think that for me, I have to eat leftovers. I think it's kind of impossible to do this and not eat leftovers. Because if you're making a meal fresh, there's no time in the day. Like, does anyone have any tips for Lauren or for Jennifer? Sorry.
Well, I found that like eating leftovers has saved me. Like I've never been a big leftover eater. Like I would always make something and it'd be like a serving for 6. And I'd be like, okay, Robert, like you eat this, like that's what it is. And I'll make a new meal. But that it's exhausting, you know? And so it's like, it's great now. Like I've changed my mindset and my mentality. It's like, okay, well, you know, I'm making a serving for 4. We'll each have a serving for dinner. And then it's like, I've got 2 lunches for later in the week, or a lunch and a dinner if we do leftover night. So that's great, you know? But I think like if she's looking for easy lunches for being at school, it may be things like, you know, pita stuffed with chicken and veggies, or you know, something simple like that. I think is maybe what she's looking for more than like doing leftovers for both lunch and dinner.
Yeah, and I think having lunch and dinner be different, because I can kind of get stuck with that too. If I have like the same thing for lunch and dinner, that can be a little bit redundant. But I think that just comes with planning ahead, like planning on Sunday. Like you did that, Patty, right? Like you printed it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like build my schedule, like what I'm doing for the week, and then I like go grocery shopping on Sunday and prep my food, make sure I have everything in my fridge, so that way I don't have the temptation of buying lunch when I'm in the city working.
Yeah, and I think that works. That's the way to do it. I mean, or else you're going to have that temptation. There are things where you can kind of maybe like grilled chicken or do like ground beef, right? And just have those in different things. But then for your lunches, you do something different with that chicken every day. So that might be something. Like maybe one day having it with like whole wheat pasta, and then one day having it in the pita. Or doing like a avocado tomato with the chicken. Or trying to think of like ground beef. I just do like crazy stir fries, like what ground beef or chicken or steak. But you can do the same thing with steak, like have, one night like the fajita night, and then make it into just like a stir fry thing. So like just make a big container of like the steak, and then you can just kind of add it into the different lunches that you want. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully she listens to this. Lauren, do you have any tips for that? What do you typically do for lunch?
I'm horrible. I could eat the same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a month straight, and it doesn't bother me. But I'm a big salad person. So I pretty much do salads with everything and just put turkey on top or beef on top, and that's pretty much it.
And you're good to go.
Yep.
Great. Yeah, I can eat the same things for quite a while. And that's the second thing I do want to say. It is important for you to switch your foods, just because if we're getting the same nutrition from the same foods, we are going to be lacking. Like, especially for people that don't drink Shakeology, I'm like, you're so nutrient deficient. I wouldn't even go there. But our food is like so depleted just from the farming industry and how it's just completely went to the soil's completely depleted. So, I think it was like 70% of the nutrition that was in an apple, like in like 1930, is like gone. Like we don't get most of the nutrition that's supposed to be in there because of what the farming industry has done. So definitely like switching up your food, whether you're eating the same meat. Like I know I started eating, I always kind of like lamb, but now I kind of try and do like ground lamb or like lamb chops, or because I used to eat chicken like all day long. So now I try to like include steak, or once in a blue moon I'll do pork. Some people for religious reasons don't do pork, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with having pork. Just don't, you can eat around the fat if you don't want to. Just, put it in your container and you're good. Like changing your fruits up. So if you're always like putting the same fruits in your Shakeology or having the same fruit, I know I'm preaching to the choir with myself because I love bananas. But I do try and like throw in strawberries or something into my shake. I did that today. That's like once a week. I do that so I can like change it up a little bit. And then the same thing like with your veggies. Try and like if you always have a spinach salad, switch a kale. There was a study somewhere where like if you have spinach every single day, you really should kind of fluctuate, meaning you have spinach one day, do kale, and then kind of go on and off, because if you have spinach for too long, I forget the vitamin that spikes too high, and the same thing with kale. If you have kale for too long, it can spike too high in something. So just switching things up can just really give your body the nutrition, and I think that's what this is really all about too, is just feeding your body the correct things, and not just, I'm all about, not feeding yourself the empty calories. I mean, we all like our treats and everything, but when you feel good about yourself, and I was even like looking, like summertime for me is always easy because I know I'm going to be at the beach. I know I'm going to be like traveling and all that kind of stuff. And I look back at those pictures and I'm like, man, I felt so good. And I know why, because my eating was like, my nutrition was just on key. Not that I was like not eating or anything. I was eating like really like 21 Day Fix or Country Heat, like by the book. So I know, like for me personally, when I do that stuff, like by the book, I feel so good. And that's just because I'm getting the exact right nutrition for me, like the right protein, the right carbs, and the right fats. I almost forgot that one. You do need that too. Anyone else have any questions or anything else?
I think I'm good.
You're good? Was this helpful for you guys? This was kind of like the first time I did a call like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Cool. You're both in the health bet, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So we don't have to start tracking until Monday the 9th, but I just wanted to get everyone in the group. We're doing the prep week, so it's probably going to be a lot of the same stuff that you've seen before. But starting Monday the 9th, you have to post a pic of your shake. And that's just like a formality. So Beachbody can track who's actually doing it because they're paying out for it, right? Like they want to make sure that you're actually using it. You can be in the picture, you cannot be in the picture. It really doesn't matter. It really just kind of has to be a picture of something that looks like a shake, right? And then just tracking your workout. So 3 workouts, 5 shakes. Obviously, if you can do more than that, then your results are going to be better. I'll still keep this group open. I mean, I don't know what you girls are wanting to do. I wanted to do another book by her. She has another one. I forget what it is, but if everyone kind of wants to get the next book, and we can kind of just do like the personal development and the FAB for the holiday group, and kind of do the fitness stuff and the health bet.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Cool. All right, so I'll post all that stuff that I was talking about with the personal development. I'll find that new book for us to kind of go in and see what everyone else is wanting to do. But thanks, guys, for showing up. You really made this fun for me, so thank you. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.